Good evening, Internet. Alright, so this got released an hour ago. I didn't notice, otherwise, I would have probably started this sooner. But Imagine Dragons JID. I don't know who that is. Enemy. And this is for Arcane. I cannot wait for this fucking series to come out. But I'm like, maybe I could jump on top of this for a video. So let's fucking go and see how this is. This will be a first watch through, cause and then just get my in general reactions to it. That's her. Okay, so obviously this is Jinx, and that's like her little monkey trap thing that explodes. But wait, where are they at? So it's a pub. That looks like an that almost looks like an older Echo right here. But I'm like clearly not. Hold on, let me see if I can figure out who. I'm not gonna be as good as this as like Necrit or somebody who can be like, that's who that is. So, but what I was trying to see what the pub was. That's a wanted post. That's a wanted poster for someone. So okay, so they're all inventors, I'm guessing. That's Chemtech from the green. I wish I knew who any of these were. I am not as good as Necrit on this. Fuck. Necrit's gonna have such a better reaction to this. Yeah, that's definitely Chemtech. Interesting. They're representing Imagine Dragons themselves. I'm dumb. I'll be honest, young Jinx looks like one of my friends that I know. And just from that has some of the same mannerisms. I can't unsee that now. I can't unsee that. Was was that a Poro? That's a Krug. That is a Krug. So is that's not that's not Echo, is that? I don't think so. I don't I okay, I should not be the lore guy. That isn't a crit's job. I don't know. I don't know what this video is gonna be, if it's gonna be anything, but we'll find out. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck? Hold on, I gotta rewatch that sequence again. That looks like someone that would be out of Sea of Thieves. But what's with the bug coming out of her mouth? What the fuck? It's a lightning bug. So she like I'm so confused. I am so confused. Fi looks like she could kick my ass right now in that. I'm curious. I am curious all these side characters who or if they're anybody currently in lore or if they're all going to be new people. Why do I keep looking over here because that's where I see the thing. But yeah. Okay, just for hold on. Okay, you can just see on Jinx's face like she looks up to Vi. Like that is dead clear. But no, you can see just in this reaction, she looks up to Vi. Like especially right there. Like Vi is someone she admires. So there's going to be some drastic turning point. Oh, obviously that's kind of the point of the thing because Jinx turns crazy. But this will be interesting to see. She's imitating. Oh, that's cool. Like imitating her older sister in this. So, but I still want to know who that kid is. Part of me wants to think it's Echo, but I'm not sure. But this shows a lot of the backstory between them in just this little sequence of the punching air. She's trying to be like her older sister, but you can also tell that she doesn't have the same, like she's wants to, but she doesn't have like the same muscle. She doesn't have the same build as her sister. So she knows she's not capable of doing the same things Vi does, and that might be. Oh, okay. Maybe she seeks out a Chem Baron or the person, the villain or whatever, to try and like build some muscle or do something so she can be like her sister, because that's part of what like the Chemtech and the Hextech does, especially Chemtech, is it alters your body and alters your form. And maybe she thinks she can be more like her sister if she has that. That's an interesting thought. Maybe does she I seriously think she might be seeking it out just from this. That's adorable. So you could. So Vi definitely cares for her sister, which is a big thing. But Jinx's eyes just look so sad. Like, like I said, it's like the younger sibling who like wants to be like the older sibling, but just can't for whatever reason. Oh my god, the sheer size difference. Like, look at the sheer size difference. Like, I mean, you see that in game too. Just like how small Jinx is. So I'm curious what the age difference is, because Vi's got to be probably like what, at least 14, I'm assuming, in this. Which means, and Jinx looks like she's like 8. Like, because like she's so small. She's so tiny. Also, I love the background detail work in this, because like you see their living conditions, you see where they're at, and you see this fan in the background. They're like either they're in like some warehouse, I'm assuming, from the looks of that. Also, I love that they physically put Imagine Dragons into the universe, which is just it's so interesting that they did that. What is that kid's face? Also, who are they? They're they're up to. Wait, is she holding? Hold on. What is Jinx holding? What is Jinx holding? She's holding something. Oh fuck. Nope. It looks like. Oh, it's an eyeglass. Oh, they're flipping off the cops. That makes sense. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay, so you can definitely see the abuse of power, because I'm assuming didn't want to do that. Oh no, that's just bullies, generalized bullies. Uh-oh, they're in trouble. That's her. Like, that's one of Jinx's signature, like one of her emotes is the pointing and thing. If you've ever done the emotes. So that started from a young age, but you could just see like she doesn't like authority here, especially at a young age. His eyes are green. That is a very vibrant green. That is pretty. Ooh, they're getting frisked. They okay, so this is like a probably a raid on their like little compound that they were living in. Jinx must have been the okay. So Jinx was probably the cause that brought him there, because she watched the fight in the alley, in somehow she was related to that. So Vi's not too happy. Oh, okay. I love how it's switching from the play fighting to the like argument that they're having, because it shows the dynamic switching. And is okay. This is also them older. So Vi is probably like, because I said like 14 and 8, but it must have been a different age gap. Just by the way, Jinx already is taller. So I'm wondering maybe if it's like, because my brother and I have a 4-year age gap. So I'm wondering if maybe it was 12 and like 8 in the beginning there. So now it looks like maybe like 16 and 12 here, give or take. And just the sheer difference because of the things that have happened. Like Vi is definitely more the authority figure out of the two of them, and Jinx is definitely the more reckless one and caused something to happen, and now she's getting chewed out for it. Again, I love the dynamic switch there. Like, that is such a good transition. Okay, if you remember the like the true damage video, that's like the same kind of graphic switch. I like how Jinx is just like jamming out to it. The color difference shows. Hold on. Like, oh, it's a little. That's a cute little helmet. But seriously, who's the? My brain is telling me that's Echo. Seriously, that's telling me that's Echo, but I don't think it is. But I can't tell. Oh, hold on. It's young Jinx and old Jinx on fish bones. But if you look at her eyes, they're still the same color, so the craziness hasn't switched. That's interesting. This shows that transition period. The music, like, it's clear that it showcases with the lyric, even just with the music's definitely showcasing like the switch that's happening, especially the rap portion. Interesting. So I think like Imagine Dragons is more like Vi's personality per se, and the rap section is more showcasing Jinx's, or at least the switch over. Interesting. So this is definitely this video is clearly showing. Oh, I'm an idiot. I am an idiot because the video it's showing Jinx's inner traumas of how things happen and where things turned. This is all from Jinx's point of view of just the trauma that's happened for her to seek whatever led her to, current Jinx. Interesting. Okay, the fact that it switches to the Jinx here, like the older Jinx with Spare the Sympathy, this is definitely showcasing the switch over and her likely fighting her own demons inside, like the enemy. Both, and obvious from the video, from the graphics behind, it's the outward enemy, and then it's also showcasing the inward enemy through the lyrics. And there's the change. Okay, that switch from blue to purple is nice. Oh, she feels so. It's like she's feeling like the world's turned against her, and so she seeks her one. Okay, this is Teen Angst, the song. The serious look on her face of in the background with young Jinx like banging. Holy shit! This is definitely her fighting her own inner enemy as well as her perceived outward enemies of society as a whole. You could see the difference in how young Jinx and older Jinx is handling the situation of being around the essentially riot officers. I don't know a better way of putting that. The enforcers, but you can also see like the tone shift from like compared like the young Jinx compared to like earlier, which looked more scared. Even here, she looks less scared and more like sure of herself that she can handle things now. Okay, that's just cool symbolism there with that. Just from the song, like a key point of how Arcane is going to be the trauma Jinx goes through, the change she has. That's obviously the main focus of it. So, initial thoughts with this from the beginning. So, you clearly see in the beginning of this, she's definitely more like a happy go lucky child looking up to her older sister with the play fighting and everything, wanting to be wanting to be able to take care of herself and not just have her sister look after her. And then as it switches over after whatever this incident is, because it looks like it starts here, and they're probably with them flipping off the enforcers, which then leads them to this fight. And clearly obviously Vi's not happy about that. So it's like that, whatever this inciting incident is in between like the essentially here. I think those are going to be the same enforcers that are in their little compound to this actual fight between her and Vi. The inciting incident here for the key change from Jinx being this happy-go-lucky little girl to, you know, being, you know, crazy. She wants, like, she's seeing the world now as her enemy. She's seeing, I'm pretty sure it, judging from me my own experiences, she's starting to see herself as the enemy, and the only way and she's trying to handle things the best she can, but she's succumbing to her own demons through this. So this is going to be an interesting series, and it's going to be huge for the lore, definitely so. But at the very least, like what I could say is like Jinx is this is a good showcase of it with the switch over here of her now being capable of fighting the other enemies, but now also having her own internal demons to fight here. So I hope the series it lives up to the expectations I'm having. The animation's fucking fantastic, and if the same animation holds in the Netflix series, that's gonna be huge. Just you could see here like just the confidence she now has in herself. But like I said earlier in the thing, I feel like she might be seeking out this Chem Baron that affects. So I think that might be a huge plot point. Don't quote me on that, obviously, but this video is definitely showcasing the switch over. That's the whole point. It's showcasing Jinx growing growing up, being someone who can handle themselves, but at the same time still looking for somebody to take care of them, still looking for someone still wanting to have that relationship with their sister, still wanting to be able to function and not just like, succumb to everything. But let me know what you guys think. I'm excited. I really hope the series lives up to my expectations. And hopefully in the future, if I do more of these kinds of videos, if this is something, I will get better at that. Because clearly I don't know. It's also like 7 a.m. and I haven't slept yet. So, all right. But thank you for watching, and I will catch you later. Ooh, I'm so excited.